So I went to the doctor the other day and had blood work done, and they wasn't very happy with me. The doctor told me my vitamin C was not even registering on their levels, and so I told my wife, and she said, well, we'll have to take care of that, I guess. So my wife booked us a cruise, and according to the doctors, a cruise is the best prescription for low vitamin C. I was kind of just joking there, but to be serious, I really did go to the doctor a couple weeks ago, and when they done blood work, my vitamin C, my potassium, and my vitamin B3 didn't even register. So I'm on medication for that now to try to bring it all up. I've always been vitamin C deficient my whole life, so that's my own fault for letting that get down. So I'm going to have to start eating more fruits and vegetables with vitamin C in it. I don't know why my B3 was so low. They said it didn't even register either, so I'm on these big old pills for that. But anyway, seriously, we are on a cruise. My wife did book us a cruise, and I love a cruise. And my doctor said I was going to have to lose some weight too, which I knew that anyway. So we've kind of been on a really strict diet for the last 2 or 3 weeks, and that makes it hard when you're on a cruise because of all the food. But we're trying our best to kind of stick to it. But anyway, this week I had a video planned to schedule and release on Sunday, but I couldn't do it because I had some corrupted video files and I couldn't complete the video. So I'm gonna have to try to either figure out a way around that or reshoot some of it or something. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'll figure that out when I get home. But I decided to do a short video this week. We visited Bonaire on one of the stops on the cruise, and we decided to go to the salt flats. Actually, what we did, we rented a golf cart and we drove all over the island. We went to the caves and we went and seen the donkeys, and we just traveled around that golf cart for about 7 hours. So that was probably a really good idea. But we visited the salt flats, and I took a lot of pictures and video, and I done some research on it, and I'm going to do a little short video, and we'll see how you like it.
Bonaire is a Caribbean island in the Leeward Antilles, a special municipality of the Netherlands. Aruba, Bonaire, and Curaçao form what is called the ABC Islands, 50 miles off the coast of Venezuela. The islands have a dry climate that attracts visitors seeking warm, sunny weather all year round. They lie outside the main development region for tropical cyclones, so the buildings and architecture you will see could be hundreds of years old because of the lack of storm damage to the island. Bonaire is known as the world's best snorkeling and scuba diving destination because of its multiple diving sites, shipwrecks, and easy access to the island's reefs by just walking into the water from shore. Windsurfing is also very popular on Bonaire. The island also has a large selection of motels, resorts, and vacation rentals. Many people seek out properties to buy on the island to be used as vacation destination and to rent out as vacation rentals. My wife and I drove around on a golf cart all day and picked out several dream homes. Then we found out how much they cost. Our dreams were crushed very quickly. We also drove the golf cart to see a few of the caves in the mountains of the island. There are several hundred caves on the island, but only a few are easy to get to. You will run into lots of wildlife on the island. We've seen many goats, birds, and lizards. The island is home to several hundred pink flamingos. You will also see donkeys that run loose all over the island. The thing that interested me the most was when we drove the golf cart to the other end of the island where we visited the Bonaire salt flats. The large piles of snow-white salt is commonly called the Bonaire Salt Pyramids. They are at the southeastern end of the island. Each pyramid is around 50 feet high and contains approximately 10,000 metric tons of 99.6% pure salt. The holding area can contain up to 200,000 metric tons of salt in long rows, waiting to be shipped all over the world. This solar salt facility is one of the largest in the Caribbean. It is owned by Cargill. Cargill is a large United States company. The facility covers about 16 square miles of land on the low-lying southeast corner. They use a series of ponds covering about 250 acres as condenser ponds. Salt water is pumped directly from the sea or from the natural brine lakes. The water in the brine lakes have a higher salinity than the seawater. You can see the heavy salt water in the bottom of the ponds. This layer is so cloudy that you cannot see through it. Distinct line between the bottom layer and a layer of less salty water on top. The top layer is crystal clear. I could see small fish swimming in the upper layer, but they did not go down into the heavy brine. My guess is that the heavy salt content would kill them. As the water evaporates out and the salinity increases, the water is then moved into the next holding pond. When the brine reaches between 25% and 30% salinity, it is moved into crystallizer ponds. As the evaporation of water increases, the salinity is beyond 37%. The salt begins to crystallize as more water evaporates out of the brine solution. As the water moves into these ponds, the water starts to get a pink color. This is caused by a microorganism called halophilic bacteria. They are called bacteria, but they are not really bacteria. They are a single-cell life form. The pink color is generated by the organism as self-defense from the bright sun. The cell membranes contain carotenoid pigments, which give the crystallizer pounds the pinkish red color. Carotenoid is also what makes a carrot orange. The ponds are also home to brine shrimp. The brine shrimp eat the single-cell life forms and become pink-colored also. The salt flats are home to hundreds of pink flamingos. The flamingos eat the large amount of brine shrimp that live in the salt ponds. The pigment in the brine shrimp creates the bright pink color of their feathers. Flamingos are not pink when young. A flamingo is about 3 years old before they start changing colors. As the water is moved further through the line of holding ponds, the pink color increases. The dark pink color increases the absorption of sunlight, which increases the temperature of the water. This increases evaporation and salt production. Over time, it will form an 8 to 10 inch layer of pure salt. The entire process takes 10 to 12 months. This all depends on the temperature, the wind, and the amount of rain they get during the rainy season. The rainy season is only in October and November. I was told that it has not rained there in almost 6 months. All these factors determine the crystallization of the salt. I was surprised to see that they used heavy equipment, much like you would see on a highway black topping job to collect the salt. The salt is scraped up with a grater and then picked up by a machine with a conveyor belt that transfers the salt to large dump trucks. Once harvested, the salt is washed in seawater to eliminate bad smell and the small amount of additives that are mixed in with the brine while in the holding ponds. The washed salt is then stacked into Bonaire's famous salt pyramids. This facility can produce between 300,000 and 500,000 metric tons of salt each year. It is exported all over the world, but mostly to Europe, Asia, and North America. Bonaire's solar dehydration process produces very large salt crystals nicknamed sun gems. These large crystals are used in water softeners and swimming pools. Bonaire salt has many other uses. It can be used for salting foods and food products. It is used in many different industrial processes, including the production of chlorine gas for water treatment plants. One of the big uses for Bonaire salt is to de-ice roads in winter. The uses of the salt all depends on the amount of processing it goes through. I hope you have enjoyed this short video about our visit to the Bonaire Salt Flats. It was very interesting to me, and I hope it was for you also. If you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe.